Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today, I want to talk to you about one simple habit that can completely change the way you speak English. It is not about memorizing thousands of words. It is not about studying grammar for hours. It is not about buying expensive courses or becoming perfect before you speak. It is about learning to think in English. If you understand English but still struggle to speak, if you know many words but cannot make sentences quickly, or if you first think in your native language and then translate every sentence into English, this lesson is for you. Maybe you know exactly what you want to say. The idea is clear in your mind. But when you try to speak English, you stop. You think about the sentence in your own language. Then you search for the English words. Then you check the grammar. Then you worry about pronunciation. Then you become nervous. And by the time you are ready to speak, the conversation has already moved forward. This is one of the biggest reasons many English learners feel stuck. The problem is not always a lack of English. Sometimes the problem is the process your brain is using. You are trying to speak English through translation. And today, we are going to start changing that process. I want you to imagine a small child learning a language. A child does not sit down and memorize grammar rules before saying, "I want water." A child does not translate every sentence. A child hears words again and again. The child connects sounds with people, objects, actions, feelings, and situations. Water means water, food means food. Come here means come here. It happens naturally because the brain creates a direct connection between the meaning and the language. That is what we want to build in your English. We want your brain to see an idea and connect directly to English, not your language first, English first. For example, imagine you are thirsty. Instead of thinking in your native language and translating the idea, train yourself to immediately think, "I'm thirsty." You see your phone, think, "My phone is on the table." You are getting ready to leave, think, "I need to go now." You are tired, think, "I'm really tired today." You want coffee, think, "I want a cup of coffee." These sentences are simple, and that is exactly why they are powerful. You do not need difficult English to start thinking in English. You need everyday English. You need English that you can actually use. So let's practice together. Take a slow breath. Relax your mind. Do not worry about making mistakes. I will give you a situation, and I want you to create a simple English thought. Imagine you wake up in the morning. What do you think? Maybe, "I'm awake. My alarm is ringing. I need to get up. I'm still tired. I need some water. I have work today." Now imagine you walk into the bathroom. Think, "I need to brush my teeth. The water is cold. I need to take a shower. I'm getting ready." Notice what we are doing. We are not translating a long paragraph. We are simply connecting your daily life with English. This is the secret. Your daily life is your English classroom. You do not need to wait for a special lesson. You can practice while making breakfast. You can practice while walking. You can practice while cleaning your room. You can practice while driving. You can practice while shopping. You can practice before going to sleep. Every moment gives you an opportunity to think in English. Now, let's talk about one important mistake. Many learners believe they must think in advanced English. They try to create beautiful sentences in their minds. They think, "What would a native speaker say? What is the perfect word? Which grammar structure should I use?" Stop doing that. Your goal is not to create perfect thoughts. Your goal is to create direct thoughts. Simple English is powerful English. Instead of thinking, I am experiencing a considerable amount of exhaustion due to the activities I completed throughout the day. Just think, I'm tired. Instead of, I would like to consume something because I have not eaten for several hours. Think, I'm hungry, instead of, I am unable to remember the exact location where I placed my keys. Think, I can't find my keys. This is real communication. Short, clear, natural, useful. The more comfortable you become with simple English, the easier it becomes to build longer sentences. Think about building a house. You start with a strong foundation. You do not begin with the roof. Simple English is your foundation. Now I want you to practice something very important. When you see an object, name it in English. Look around your room. Maybe you see a chair. Think, chair. A table, table. A window, window. A door, door. A phone, phone. A book, book. A bottle, bottle. Now move from words to sentences. The door is open, the window is closed. My phone is charging. The book is on the table. The chair is comfortable. This may feel too easy, but do not underestimate simple practice. You are training your brain to stop translating. Now let's make it more interesting. Describe what you are doing. If you are sitting, think, I'm sitting. If you are drinking water, I'm drinking water. If you are watching this lesson, I'm watching an English lesson. If you are taking notes, I'm taking notes. If you are listening, I'm listening carefully. If you are walking, I'm walking. If you are cooking, I'm cooking dinner. This is called thinking aloud in your mind. You are connecting your actions with English. And there is another powerful technique I want you to use. Talk to yourself. Yes, talk to yourself. You do not need another person every time you want to practice speaking. When you are alone, ask yourself simple questions. What am I doing? I'm getting ready. What do I need today? I need to finish my work. What am I going to eat? I think I'll have eggs and toast. How do I feel? I feel a little tired, but I'm okay. What do I need to do next? I need to send an email. What am I going to do tonight? I'm going to relax and watch something. This kind of practice is extremely useful because it creates a direct relationship between your thoughts and English. Now, you may be thinking, but I don't know enough words. That is okay. You do not need every word. If you do not know a word, explain the idea using words you already know. This is a very important speaking skill. Imagine you forget the word umbrella. Instead of stopping completely, you can say, it is something I use when it rains. That is communication. Maybe you forget the word refrigerator. You can say, the machine in the kitchen that keeps food cold. You do not need to stop. You do not need to panic. Keep moving. Fluent speakers do not always know every word either. They know how to continue when a word is missing. So from today, stop telling yourself, I don't know enough English. Start telling yourself, I can use the English I already know. That small change in thinking can make a big difference. Now, let's practice some useful situations. Imagine you are at a restaurant. Instead of translating everything, think in English. I'm hungry. Let's look at the menu. What should I order? This looks good. I'd like some chicken. Can I have some water? This food smells great. I really like it. I'm full. Can I have the bill, please? These are practical English thoughts. Now imagine you are at a store. I need a new shirt. This one looks nice. Do you have a larger size? How much is this? That's too expensive. Do you have anything cheaper? I'll take this one. Again, you are connecting English with situations. Now imagine you are traveling. Where is the airport? I need a taxi. What time does the bus leave? Where can I buy a ticket? I think I'm lost. Can you help me? Which way should I go? These sentences become automatic when you practice them repeatedly. That is what fluency really needs. Repetition, not boring repetition without purpose but meaningful repetition. When you hear a useful sentence, say it. When you use it today, say it again. When you use it tomorrow, say it again. Your brain learns through repeated exposure. Let's practice a powerful sentence. I need to. Say it with me. I need to. Now complete it. I need to work. I need to study. I need to eat. I need to sleep. I need to call my friend. I need to go home. I need to practice English. Again, I need to practice English. Now another pattern. I want to. I want to learn. I want to improve. I want to speak English. I want to travel. I want to become more confident. Now, I'm going to study. I'm going to work. I'm going to practice. I'm going to call my friend. I'm going to relax. These patterns are incredibly useful because they help your brain create sentences without starting from zero every time. You don't need to memorize every sentence separately. Learn useful patterns. Then change one or two words. This is how you become flexible. Now let's talk about translation. Translation is not your enemy. It can be useful when you are learning a new word or trying to understand something difficult. The problem is depending on translation for every sentence. If you always translate, your brain becomes slow at producing English. So we are not saying never translate. We are saying gradually reduce translation. At the beginning, you may translate often. That is normal. Then you start translating less. Eventually, common sentences become automatic. For example, when someone asks, "How are you?" you do not need to translate that question. You understand it immediately. When someone says, "What are you doing?" you understand it directly. When someone says, "Give me a minute," you understand it. When someone says, "I'll be right back," you understand it. This is the kind of automatic understanding we want. You want English phrases to become familiar enough that you recognize them instantly. And you can build this ability through listening. Listen to simple English every day. Do not only listen to difficult movies where everyone speaks extremely fast. Start with English you can understand. Listen to short conversations. Listen to stories. Listen to everyday sentences. Listen and repeat. When you hear, "I'm going to the store," repeat, "I'm going to the store." When you hear, "I'll call you later," repeat, "I'll call you later." When you hear, "What are you doing?" repeat, "What are you doing?" Try to copy the rhythm. Do not only copy the words, listen to how the sentence flows. English is not just vocabulary. It is also rhythm, stress, and connected speech. The more you listen, the more natural English begins to feel. Now I want you to understand something about confidence. You do not need confidence before you speak. Speaking creates confidence. Many learners wait to feel confident. They think, "When my English becomes better, I will speak." But the opposite is usually more effective. Speak first. Make mistakes. Learn, speak again. Improve, then confidence grows. Do not wait for perfect English. Use imperfect English. Your goal is communication. If you make a mistake, continue. If you forget a word, explain it. If your pronunciation is not perfect, Keep speaking. If your sentence is simple, that is okay. Every sentence you speak is training. Imagine going to the gym one day. You cannot expect to become strong after one workout. You return again and again. You train your muscles. Your English works in a similar way. Every time you speak, your speaking muscles become stronger. Every time you listen, your listening becomes stronger. Every time you think in English, your brain becomes faster at English. So give yourself time. Now let's create a small English world inside your day. When you wake up, use English. When you make breakfast, use English. When you get dressed, use English. When you travel, use English. When you work, use English. When you rest, use English. Before sleeping, use English. You don't have to speak for hours. Even 10 or 15 minutes of focused practice can help. But the most important thing is consistency. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a month. Make English a daily habit. Now, I want you to imagine that you are walking through your home. You enter the kitchen. Think, I'm in the kitchen. The lights are on. The fridge is closed. There is some food on the table. I need to make breakfast. You pick up a cup. This is my cup. You pour water. I'm pouring water. You drink. I'm drinking water. You put the cup down. I'm finished. Look how much English you can create from one simple activity. This is why your environment is so powerful. You are surrounded by opportunities. You just need to notice them. Now imagine you are outside. The weather is nice. It's a little hot. There are many people outside. The road is busy. I need to cross the street. I'm going to the store. The store is crowded. I need to buy some food. Again, simple English. You are training your brain to describe reality in English. And eventually, something interesting happens. You stop consciously trying to think in English. English begins to appear naturally. That is the goal. You hear a question and understand it. You see something and think of the English word. You want something and the English sentence comes automatically. You begin to dream in English sometimes. You start talking to yourself in English. You stop translating every little thing. This is progress. Do not compare your progress with someone else. Your journey is your journey. Maybe another learner speaks faster. Maybe another learner knows more vocabulary. That does not matter. Ask yourself, am I better than I was last month? Can I understand more? Can I speak a little faster? Can I think in English for longer? If the answer is yes, you are moving forward. Now let's practice a mini conversation. I will ask you a question, pause for a moment and answer aloud. What did you do today? Maybe you can say, I woke up early. I had breakfast. I went to work. I studied English. I talked to my friend. I came home. I watched a lesson. I practiced speaking. Now another question. What are you doing right now? Say, I'm watching this lesson. I'm practicing English. I'm listening. I'm trying to think in English. Excellent. Now another question. What are you going to do tomorrow? Maybe I'm going to work. I'm going to study. I'm going to practice English. I'm going to meet a friend. I'm going to stay home. There is no perfect answer. Your answer is enough. Now let's make your thoughts a little longer. Instead of, I'm tired. Say, I'm tired because I didn't sleep well. Instead of, I'm hungry. Say, I'm hungry so I'm going to make something to eat. Instead of, it's raining. Say, it's raining, so I'm going to stay inside. Instead of, I'm busy. Say, I'm busy today, but I'll practice English tonight. See how one simple thought can grow into a complete sentence? This is how you develop fluency step by step. Start small, then expand. Never force yourself to jump from beginner English to advanced English overnight. Your brain needs time. Now I want you to make one promise to yourself. From today, when you notice yourself translating a simple sentence, stop for a moment, take a breath, ask, how can I say this directly in English? Maybe the answer is simple. Say it, then move on. Do not spend 5 minutes searching for a perfect sentence. Fluency is not perfection. Fluency is movement. Keep your thoughts moving. Keep your speech moving. Keep your communication moving. If you make a mistake, continue. If you use the wrong tense, continue. If your pronunciation is not perfect, continue. You can correct yourself later. But first, communicate. Now, let's finish with a final practice. I want you to repeat after me. I can learn to think in English. I do not need to translate every sentence. I can use simple English. I can speak with the words I already know. I can improve every day. I am not afraid of mistakes. I will listen more. I will speak more. I will practice every day. I will think in English. I will trust the process. I am becoming more comfortable with English. I am becoming faster. I am becoming more confident. I can speak English. Say those sentences again, but this time with confidence. I can speak English. I can think in English. I can express my ideas. I do not need perfect English to communicate. I will keep going. Remember, your goal is not to become someone else. Your goal is to become comfortable expressing yourself in English. You already have ideas. You already have feelings. You already have stories. You already know what you want to say. Now you are learning how to connect those ideas directly to English. So start today. When you wake up tomorrow, don't begin with your native language. Begin with English. Think, good morning. I'm awake. I need to get up. What am I going to do today? Then continue. Describe your morning. Describe your surroundings. Talk to yourself. Listen to English. Repeat useful phrases. Ask yourself questions. Answer them. And slowly, day by day, the distance between your thoughts and your English will become smaller. One day, you will realize something. You wanted to say something in English, and you did not translate it. The sentence simply appeared. That moment may seem small, but it is a huge sign of progress. Then it will happen again, and again, and again, until English becomes less like a subject you study and more like a language you use. So don't wait for tomorrow. Start with your next thought. Look around you. Choose one object. Choose one action. Choose one feeling. And describe it in English. Maybe, my phone is on the table. I'm sitting in my room. I feel happy today. I need to drink some water. That is enough. One thought, one sentence, one moment at a time. Keep listening, keep repeating, keep speaking, keep thinking. And most importantly, keep believing that you can improve. You don't need to know everything today. You only need to practice what you know today. Tomorrow, you will know a little more. Next week, you will feel a little more comfortable. Next month, you may notice that sentences come faster. And one day, you will look back and realize that the language you once had to translate has become the language you can simply use. That is what fluency is. Not perfection, not complicated vocabulary, not perfect grammar. Fluency is the ability to understand, think, and express yourself without constantly stopping. And you can build that ability. Start simple. Think in English. speak in English. Listen to English. Live small moments in English. Your brain will learn. Your mouth will learn. Your confidence will grow. And your English will become more natural, one day at a time. So from this moment forward, whenever you can, choose English. When you see something, name it in English. When you do something, describe it in English. When you feel something, express it in English. When you ask yourself a question, answer it in English. And when you make a mistake, smile and continue. Because every mistake means you are practicing. Every sentence means you are training. Every conversation means you are improving. And every day that you continue is another day closer to the English speaker you want to become. You can do this. Start with one thought, then one sentence, then one conversation, then another. And slowly, English will stop feeling like something outside of you. It will become something you use naturally. Think in English. Stop translating every little thing. Speak with what you know. Practice every day. And never be afraid to begin with simple words. Simple words can create powerful communication. Your journey starts with your next thought. So what is your next thought? Say it in English and keep going.